ain't the one or the two. But she was ready to give Cousin Kim the one and the two. Also, Philip, you was that dude last week, but Torin has arrived and he has read you for filth. Stop acting crazy. Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I'll drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate up for discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving unless you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just boast it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video, and we're here to discuss Kandi in the Game, Season 1, Episode 2. Girl, this episode was much better than the last one. I am here for it. So let's get right into it. The episode opens up. Now we're getting to meet Patrick. Patrick is Kandi's little cousin, and she's also his godmother. So Patrick is a self-proclaimed hot boy, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, he's cute. I ain't gonna lie. Patrick is cute. But Patrick, like, he just give girls problems. He just look like, you need to stay away from him. Patrick is not only her little nephew or cousin, I'm sorry. He actually lives with Melvin. Melvin is her cousin as well. Now, that's Aunt Bertha's grandson. I like Melvin. Melvin seems so calm, so quiet, so collected, like a big old, like, teddy bear, Reuben Stutter, type of vibe. I like Melvin. But they in the kitchen. Melvin is cooking, and I guess Kandi feels like Todd is too hard on Melvin. Todd feels like Melvin is a grown man. He could take it. It is what it is. I think Kandi looks at Melvin and Patrick like her kids because, she's so close to them. I think that's why she kind of coddles them. But then again, Kandi coddles everybody. I'm not even going to lie. They say they're cousins, but they really grew up as brothers. And Patrick lets us know he has a girlfriend, and her name is Safari, and she does lipo and all this other stuff. He said he hung his player jersey up to go be with Safari. Safari, you must be a bad girl. Because he looked like he still be with the shits. Let's move on. Dom Unique and Brandon go on a date. So Dom Unique and Brandon go on a date. He set out all the stops. He got them, I don't know what that was with the Patron bottle, but it looked fun and it looked good because I love tequila. Tequila is my favorite thing. Love, love, love tequila. So, he's got them set up on this date. And Dominique lets us know that she has one desire and one goal, and that's to dance. She wants to dance for Beyonce. I say go for it, Dominique. I hope somehow that clip gets to Beyonce and she hires you. Go for it. Do what you gotta do, girl. But she basically says that's gonna come before OLG. OLG is second. Dance is first. When you have a passion, I ain't even mad at that. Like, get it. I don't have no issue with that. But she actually made mention that she danced on the dungeon tour. Now, I've never been to the dungeon. One of my homegirls, who I don't really deal with no more, she had invited me to one, but it was so last minute and I didn't go. I was just like, whatever. But I do wish I would have gone. I hope Kandi do put the tour back on, because I will definitely be front row. I will definitely be front row. Basically, Dominique is a little concerned about managers dating employees and all that stuff. Because, Brandon really sees it for her. Like, he sees, like, relationship type of stuff. Like, he adores her. And I feel like for Dominique, she's just like, I'm not too sure. Like, I don't want all people in my business, as you should. I don't like that either. But she's just kind of not too sure what she wants to do with all of that. But he goes in for a kiss, and she says, skirt, skirt. Ain't gonna happen. Come on now, Dominique. Make him work for it. Because, see, the men ain't used to that type of stuff these days. But I ain't gonna lie, Brandon was looking like a nice piece of Hershey's chocolate bar. I probably would have kissed him. I ain't gonna lie. But that's just me. I'm a lady of the night sometimes. Let's move on. So we move to the next scene. Drinker and Dominique go over to Torin's house. Now they're over there talking. We find out Torin didn't get paid to do the event that he did. Now, Kandi, you make too much money. Pay that man. Please and thank you. Pay that man. Y'all, even if he offered to do it for free, I mean, I guess maybe you felt like because how he left the first time, it was kind of like, repayment. I don't know, but you could have gave the boy something. Damn, like a bottle of liquor or something. Like, come on now, Kandi. Y'all can't be rocking like that. But basically, after he says that, He said he wants to come back to do the Friday Night Lives again because his Friday Night Lives used to be lit, according to them. I think he should come back. But they started trying to tell him about Philip and like, oh, you don't know Philip and he's this, that, and the third, and basically giving him the lowdown on Philip being a dick. They asked Dominique who she's dating. Well, actually, Drika did, and I feel like Drika did because she knows. Let me tell you, I worked in the restaurant. We be knowing who be screwing and scrunching and wanting to screw and scrunch on people. We all know because we messy and we be nosy. We know. Trust and believe we know. So yeah, she was like, who are you dating, Dominique? And Dominique was like, mind your business. I don't really want y'all in my business. As you should, Dominique. Don't tell them nothing. Let them speculate. Let them try to figure it out. Because the moment you tell them, all your tea gonna be all over the restaurant. All your tea gonna be all over. So keep that to yourself. And plus, you don't even know what you want to do. You got options, as you should. Mind you, that dress was fitting you like a glove on that date. So yeah, keep your little business to yourself, girl. Put that in your little pocketbook. We move to the next scene. The old lady gang goes down to the old lady gang. So all the aunties is down at OLG, and Melvin, while that's happening, Melvin goes to see Aunt Bertha. So Aunt Bertha's the only one not there. Melvin went to go see his grandmother, which is Aunt Bertha. So he goes over there. They have a very great relationship. I love that she loves him so much and so unconditional. He over there cooking. Girl, he cooked some cabbage. The cabbage looked good. They say he fried the hell out some chicken. He cooked cabbage, cornbread, baked macaroni. Girl, I was like, oh, that made me want to get up and cook. That looked so good. I ain't gonna lie. But Kandi calls him on FaceTime and lets us know that she paid for him to go to culinary school. She paid for this. She paid for that. Well, Kandi, why can't you pay these people their money at the restaurant? Pay these people. Give them free. No, I ain't gonna say give them free because you already giving them free. Give them pay. Kandi, you paid for all of this for Melvin. You need to be paying for them other people. And I know you're probably paying Melvin and Patrick, because you know Patrick, he do the parking lot manager. I didn't even know that was a thing, but I see it now. But I know you ain't paying them how you paying the rest of them. Pay them damn people. Instead of telling us how you paid for Melvin. But Melvin said he earned his spot, he worked hard, and yada, yada, yada. Ty in the background hating per usual. But I like Ty. He a little bitty. But he got a nice little beard, and he got that chocolate skin. I love chocolate men with beards. I'm sorry, it's just a thing. But yeah, Tyler's just like, no. Yeah, I ain't trying to hear all that. Now we start to hear about Kim. Kim is Aunt Bertha's daughter. And basically, they say Cousin Kim left because Mama Joyce done cussed her out. Before I can even ask Mama Joyce if you cussed Kim out, I believe it. Mama Joyce, we've been watching you on reality TV cuss people out since we met you. I love you. You kind of remind me of my grandmother and her sisters. I'm here for it. That's normal to me. That's normal operation. Getting cussed out, child peas. Done been there, done that on trillions of times. But Mama Joyce, you probably did cuss that girl out. But either way, Kandi wants to do an intervention to get the family together so that Kim, Mama Joyce, everybody could get back on the same page because she wants Kim to come back and be the manager like she used to be. Kandi, why are you trying to get all the old people back? I don't think it's a good idea having all your family work for you. I'm sorry. I just don't see it as always being successful. It's very rarely successful if you ask me. Like, I just don't see it. I don't know. But at the restaurant, Nora and Mama Joyce is over there talking, and they was like, yeah, Kandi want us to get together to have an intervention. Nora looked like, girl, whatever y'all want to do, but I don't really care either way, and I'm really not here for Lil' Kim, but I'll be there, or whatever. We move to the next scene. Brian showed up for his first day of work. I love Brian. Brian is probably my favorite, if not one, the two. Brian is my favorite. I love Brian. Brian shows up for his first day as a server. Brian opens up to tell us that, you know, he didn't realize he had a drinking problem until COVID came, and he had to basically go to God and basically figure himself out, which is why he's serving and not behind the bar, because he's been at OLG since his conception, and he feels like for his sobriety's sake, it's best that he serve and not be behind the bar. I adore you, Brian. Brian, you are me. I am you. I mean, yeah, you are me and I am you. I adore you, Brian. But then here comes Philip. Philip, I was all here for you getting Drika together because she should have been gotten together. I never take that back. But goddamn it, Philip, you just blows me. Philip comes in, oh, okay, here, I'm Philip. Let me show you where you're going to be working. Brian says, well, I normally would work upstairs and downstairs. Philip, no, I'll show you where you're going to be working. You just got to be in charge of everything. Like, who pissed in your cereal? Child, Philip take that boy down there to that basement, girl. And Brian said, why it look like a funeral home in here? And it did. Oh, my God, baby. That was out of pocket. Oh, Lord. Why, Lord? Why? With the funeral flowers. Look, Brian asked, what time the casket's gonna arrive? Girl, I would not want to work down there with them flowers neither, girl. That is so bad. I could not. We move on to the next scene. Oh, before we move on that, Brian has a thing called Hold Your Mule. And it sounds familiar, like I've heard it before. But basically that means shut the fuck up. That's what that means. And he's telling all the customers, hold your mule. I love how he interacts with the customers. Some people have a gift for this shit. Brian is one of those people who have a gift. And he's able to joke with customers and it not be over the top. And they understand that it's a joke because they're feeling him as a person. Like, I love it. But Brian says, hold your mule. Brian, if I ever come down to OLG and you tell me to hold my mule, I'm going to say, no, bitch, hold yours with that 2P. But I like you, Brian. I stand you. You my favorite. Let's move on. So the next scene, Philip, we meet his boyfriend, Felipe. What are the odds? I feel like the way Philip mind thinks, he probably went found somebody named Felipe on purpose. Now, they claim they met out and about while, Felipe was down here visiting because he's not even from here. He's from Brazil, so they didn't do their little long distance thing. But Philip, I feel like you could have basically set that up like that because you just that much into yourself and so self-centered. Either way, Philip is telling Felipe that, the people at work trying to say I'm mean. Do you think I'm mean? Felipe said, you're damn right. You want me to say it in Spanish? Yes, you mean. You know you mean. But I'll say this. This is the first time we seen Philip smile. He smiled cheese ear to ear when Felipe was there. Felipe is a fine little Brazilian man. So I get it. But yeah, that was the first time we saw him smile. I'm here for it. I think they're a cute couple together because Philip is extremely handsome. Like, he could be a dick, he could be an asshole, he could be everything but the child of God. But fine, he gonna be that first, period. And he got a beautiful smile, Philip. Yeah, I see it. You could be that asshole and it's gonna get away with a lot of people because you fine. But let's move on. All right. They go down to we're down back at the restaurant. Basically, Chandrika, wants to have everybody go out for drinks. Now, I've seen a few reviews, and a lot of people don't understand how restaurants work. Going out for drinks, sleeping with everybody at the restaurant, all the stuff that is extremely unprofessional happens at restaurants. That is regular, schmegular stuff. Me and my coworkers used to go out to drink I used to work doubles, meaning I would come in and open, then you get like a 2 hour, maybe an hour before you got to come back, and we would go across the street to a bar and drink and then come back and work. Be high and drunk as hell. That's just what it is. You be with these people more than you be at home. You have to build some type of camaraderie. But drinking is inviting everybody for drinks, the whole staff, and here come Philip. Oh, what y'all about to do? Where y'all about to go? And she was like, oh, we was thinking about going to have drinks. Oh, I don't hang with the employees. I feel two ways. As upper management, I don't think he should neither. But you ain't got to say it like that, Philip. And first of all, Drinker don't even like you, so I really don't think she was inviting you. Brandon didn't see a problem with it, but I know Brandon don't see a problem with it because he's trying to get close to Dom Unique. Trying to get close to you. Mm-hmm. We see you. That's why he don't mind. But maybe he's just more well-rounded than Philippe. No, that's his boyfriend, Philip. Maybe he's just trying to whatever. They get out for drinks, and all the guys arrive. Everybody arrives. Brian lets us know that him and Torrin used to date. He said, but he had to leave Torrin alone because Torrin's peen is just too big. He want to save his insides. He don't want the insides outside. So now I'm looking at Torrin like, let me see, stand up again. Torrin said Brian is his boy, that's his friend, that's his little brother. That ain't your little brother. Brian said the thing was too big, longer than my arm. That's what the boy said. Anyway, when Brandon shows up, Drika starts being messy. Oh, y'all move around. Let Brandon sit down next to Dominique. And Dominique was even like, girl, why are you doing this? Like, you trying to do too much. And Drika, you better not be trying to be messy. Because that is not your business. And even if you do feel like that's what's going on, why would you try to put your homegirl shit out on Front Street like that? Like, I don't like that. But anyway, they sit down. Patrick arrives. Patrick tells us about his cougar safari, even though she ain't but a year too older than him. Talking about she'll be 30 on the 30th. Drika was like, I know it wouldn't work out with her as an Aquarius because it didn't work out with me. So Drika used to mess with him too. Listen, this is normal. This is the thing about restaurants. You will be to mess with like your coworker more than one. And guess what? Everybody go to work like nothing happened. Ain't nobody about to beef up behind that girl. We trying to get this money. That's how it works out in the restaurant. I personally ain't never messed with nobody at the restaurant because they just was all, in my opinion, like trifling. But I get it. Now managers, I would have if I could have. If I found something that I wanted to. Absolutely. So I'm all here for Dominique. But they sitting down, they want to start really basically like airing their grievances about the restaurant. Drake over there saying she only making $12 an hour and Family Dollar pay $17. And I ain't never checked on it, but I'm like, damn, Family Dollar paying like that? Drake, you might want to go to Family Dollar then. It don't make sense. You're a hostess. And then furthermore, you are a hostess. I know hostess in New Orleans that can pay $8. So you're best to go ahead on and take the 12. I'm just saying, you ain't never made yourself get better and go to the front of the house? Girl, bye. Like, no. But Patrick is sitting there taking it all in. And he looking like a whole hoe out here talking about they better not be saying too much about my cousin because I'm going to go back and tell him. Why did y'all even invite Patrick? I mean, like, why was he invited? Because you know he about to go back and snitch. He looked like he just gathering and soaking it all in so he could go snitch. That's the type of dude he looked like he is. Like, I don't even understand why y'all invited him. I personally wouldn't have. He's part of the staff, but he ain't part of the staff like that because he got a lot going on. I'm sorry. So we move on. It's intervention day, girl. Today's the day of intervention. We meet cousin Weenie. Weenie is the cousin that keeps the whole family together. She's the glue. That's what Kandi said. Weenie is the glue. And she gonna make sure everything goes right. Aunt Bertha and cousin Kim arrived first. Aunt Bertha said, y'all gonna get this shit together because if not, everybody gonna be rolling down the hill. Kandi said, well, how they gonna get down the hill? Aunt Bertha said, hell, I'm gonna push them. I know that's right. So, girl, the other two, the L and the G of OLG arrives. That's Aunt Nora and Mama Joyce. Girl, they sit down, and basically Kim said she felt like she had to leave because Mama Joyce cussed her out. And said basically this is my motherfucking restaurant and my kitchen and y'all gonna do what the fuck I tell y'all to do. I believe in Mama Joyce. I'm sorry, I believe it. But Mama Joyce said, I would never say this is my motherfucking restaurant and my motherfucking kitchen. I don't talk like that fucking shit, motherfucker. And I'm just sitting here going, whatever they said, you said that shit. Mama Joyce, please. You said it. You said it, but now, Cousin Kim, you came and talking about you got the receipts. It's on Facebook. Well, Mama, I'm going to need you to have your receipts already screenshotted and ready to go. Come on now. You got to be true to this, not new to this. You can't come to a fight without the receipts, girl. All I know is in jumps on Nora. And Aunt Kim said, well, Cousin Kim said, Nora, you over there shaking your head, but you wasn't even there. That's the point. But Aunt Nora said, all I know is my sister called me and told me what you said. So I'm going to say that you said it. And they goes to going back and forth, girl. Aunt Nora jumped up. First of all, let's remind you, Aunt Nora is the oldest. The way Aunt Nora jumped up, getting ready to push people down, it reminded me of that time when Chrissy beat the piss out of Kimbella and pushed, what's her name? Yandy out the way to get to her. Aunt Nora was ready to tear that ass up. And Kim stood up, and I'm like, Kim, you might want to sit down. But Aunt Nora was like, I'm going to push your ass down like I did before. Ooh. Kandi said, I know we used to be that girl back in the days. And I know we used to be kicking ass and taking names. And I believe it. I believe all three of them was. I feel like Aunt Bertha probably was the quiet one. But if you fucked with her, it was on. But see, Aunt Nora and Mama Joyce, oh, I know they was up and down the street fighting. I know it. I could tell. It just gives me the vibes of my grandmother and her sisters. They literally like that. My grandmother in her 80s and would jump up and try to fight you. Some shit just in you. You can't help it. I'm sorry. But yeah, Kim, sit down. Kandi said she don't think it's a good time for Kim to come back right now because she still feel a way about Kim trying to gather up the troops to get them to go ahead on up out of there. Now, Kim, if you did that, you is dirty. And Mama Joyce has a point when she said the way Kandi took care of you, you trying to get her whole staff to walk out with you. If you gonna leave, leave. Don't take the staff with you. I believe you did that, Kim. I believe it. But I also believe Mama Joyce cussed your ass out. Kandi, if I were you, I wouldn't even trust Cousin Kim at my place of business no more because next time when she probably try to start a revolution, it might work. That's just my opinion. Let's move on. But yeah, they got chicken wings. Mama Joyce said, y'all better not leave here without eating these chicken wings and these sandwiches. I paid for them. Y'all gonna eat them. And they were just in the kitchen eating like nothing happened. That is such a black family. I am in love with OLG. Let's move on. Kandi stopped by the restaurant and Patrick started being a whole out here to tell them everything that was said at the dinner. Again, Drinker, Dominique, and y'all, that's on y'all because I would not have invited him. And if I was going to invite him, I wouldn't have talked about his cousin because that's what he going to do. Duh, you could look at him. He's a whole out here. But Kandi was like, Drinker? First of all, she always late. So how she going to complain about the pay? Like, what? They could have told that to the people who paid them. Like, why are they telling it to you instead of the people who paid them so that we could talk about it? Because Shrika is just messy and going behind everybody's back. That's what she do. The next scene, Torrin meet with Don Juan. Girl, this was where Torrin gathered Philip together. And I was here for every single second of it. So Torrin goes down to meet with Don Juan. They're going through the whole rigmarole of him getting back established, getting in. But he's really there to start looking at the building, taking specs so he can upgrade, hopefully upgrade the restaurant. Because the fume flowers, I wasn't here for it. So he sits down with Don Juan. Don Juan basically says, look, Torrin is like my little brother. I know Kandi want him back, but I kind of feel away because I ain't like how he left. So apparently Torrin just didn't show up one day and said it was because of COVID. But then he went on Instagram and was at a picnic pouring wine and cheese with no mask. It's like 30 people. And I'm like, oh, Lord, Torrin, you got to unfriend them before you put that type of stuff on Instagram. You can't quit and say it's COVID and then be at a COVID party. It don't make no sense. So Don Juan was just like, look, you back or whatever. Kandi wants you back. Just go up in the back restaurant and start taking your measurements and all that stuff. Child, he gets to the back restaurant. Philip is sitting there looking like somebody done pissed in his cereals. I'm sorry. Torrin wasn't expecting to see Philip. That's just what it was. So when he came in there and Philip looking like somebody pissed in his Cheerios, he just kept getting to work. Philip goes, well, you can come down here and I can show you what it is you need to do. You're not no decorator. What you mean? So either way, Philip comes down there. He's taking measurements. Philip hollers, normally when I talk to people, I talk to them face to face and you over here moving around, like just giving hella attitude. So Torrin was like, all right, girl, let me sit down. Let's see. What's going on? Philip asks him what it is he do and where he's at. He gives him his whole rundown of who he is. Child, all of a sudden, keep in mind, Torrin said he don't really do too well with arrogance because he feel like he the shit too. Like, it's 2 shits on the log. You not about to do that. So, he explains all his history, and he even admits that how he left was unprofessional, but, you know, he's back to do something different. And, Philip hollers, unprofessional like you were in here today? Torrin was in the confessional going, like Torrin said, you know what? You asking me about all my experience. Can you explain to me who you are and what you do? Philip hollers, I don't have to do that because I'm not applying for no job. Philip says, Torrin says, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not applying for one either. Read. So now, Philip over there looking like, oh no, bitch, don't nobody check me. And Torrin was over there looking like, bitch, I check you. Stop acting crazy. But Philip even got in his doggone confessional and was like, I don't know why. I feel like he got this preconceived notion from Drika, and he gotta know that he can't check me because they ain't never checked me, and this, that, and I'm like, well, it's a dick measuring contest before you even get to know the boy. Like, I'm confused. So after that goes on, Torrance says, I think as a management team that you should try to get to know. He said, we don't pay you to think. I think this was the last straw. He says, we pay you to do events. And then Torrance goes, listen, I'm not the regular employee around here. I bring money to this place. Like, it's going to be a level of respect somewhere in here. That's just going to be that. He says, but I'm back. That's through Kandi. And if you have any questions or concerns, you need to take that up with Kandi. Read. Listen, it was about time. Because Philip, again, I was here for you getting Chandrika together because she needed it. But you was down bad for the Torrance thing. You have a problem. You have a complex about yourself. Like, you always got to be the one in charge. And it's just giving very much insecure. Anyway, that was this week's episode of Kandi and the Gang. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I will see you hoes later. Bye.